There we go.
Hello, everybody.
Gosh, and we were telling government secrets as well. Well, now no one knows them. Yeah.
Hi, Bianca.
Yeah.
Thank you for letting us know. We were muted. We hadn't realised. Okay, so Cheryl Arkle.
Jane Tara.
Yeah, we're back. The sound is back. Hi, everybody. You can. Thanks, Nilma. Okay, Bianca. Hi, Bianca. I've got a book for you today. Amanda, no sound, but we're back on. Nilma, she can hear us now. Here we are. We just had the mute thing off. Anyway, hi, Laura. Anyway, you know how it works. We tell you what we're reading. You tell us what you're reading, and we'll get started, right?
Yeah.
So, hi, Alita. Hi, Tracy. Yes, we're back.
Yeah.
Linda says, hi, ladies. Okay, I really want to talk about this one.
Perfect one to start with.
Yeah, The Hill We Climb. By Amanda Gorman. This is it's really thin because it's actually just the poem that she read at the inauguration. I've got to tell you, that was a moment in my life, and even talking about it now, I have goosebumps. I really, really have goosebumps.
You were very emotional.
I was. It was the piece that I felt that we needed, not just in America. I think it was a global piece that we all needed. I was so inspired by her, so young, so beautifully, so beautiful, so well spoken, and this is really a beautifully produced book of just the poem. It's got a foreword by Oprah, and I think there's much more to come from her. I think we'll be seeing more books this year, and there is a whisper that we might get her for a podcast. Yay. Okay. So
we were talking about that when we were on mute, but it's too late now.
It's too late now. Now you all know.
Yeah.
Okay, you tell us what you're reading and we'll tell you what we're reading. Do you want to go, Jane?
Fiona Lowe, our event last night. If you missed it, go back on. A Home Like Ours is her latest book. And, of course, she writes fantastic women's fiction, and this is no different. It's her latest. I know a lot of you out there are loving it at the moment. But one thing, this is a beautiful cover, but she was talking about the cover last night in the live, and if you look at it, there's like all these things in there that I hadn't seen before, like all the insects. There is a snake that wraps around the back of the book. It's really, really a beautiful, beautiful cover and such a great read. If you're looking for something this weekend you want to curl up with, Fiona Lowe is it.
Yeah. Do you know another one that's been really popular is Marianne O'Connor. She is wonderful. Sisters of Freedom. Now, I know she's wonderful because we like reading her, but we know that you do too, because you often talk about it in comments. Isn't that the most gorgeous cover?
Yeah,
Look at
it's beautiful
hat.
too. Yeah.
It's a story about three sisters who strive for freedom and independence in 1901 Sydney. She writes beautiful historical fiction, very accurate, but she's such a great storyteller. In actual fact, I think somebody here says she's a master storyteller at the back of the book, and that's Marianne O'Connor. Let me know if you've read her and loved her, because she is often spoken about on this site. Okay, you go, and then I'm going to come to comments. Right.
All right. Kanina May, I'm pretty sure
Isn't that a beautiful cover too?
It is really, really lovely. This is her second novel. The first one was The One, I believe, and we did that. It was very popular. This one, and it was really popular. It was a great read, set on a reality TV show set. This one, she's gone for a deep dive inside herself and delivered such a great second novel about some friends who have a wellness retreat. A little bit of woo-woo for you, Cheryl.
A little bit of woo-woo, yeah. I went on a wellness retreat once and I thought it was awful.
Oh, did you leave early?
Well, I didn't. No, you couldn't. You'd get into trouble.
Well,
and let me just tell you this. Let me tell you this story very quickly. I went with my friend Maya, who needed wellness. I wasn't, whatever. And at dinner, you were only allowed to have 100 mils of wine per person.
Oh.
And so I went around and befriended all the people that didn't drink wine.
Which was a lot of them, because they were all beaners. Yeah.
So I could have their 100 mils. And I think by the end of the night, I got 500 mils of wine.
Oh, you wouldn't do well on my 10-day silent retreat where you don't get anything at night.
No.
Yeah.
No, that's not for me.
This isn't like that. It's actually a fun one. But it's a fabulous read. It's all we have is now.
Okay. Linda says hi. Alison says hi. Hello there. Hi, everybody. Natalie said, I love your shirt, Cheryl.
Oh,
I love your shirt. Well, it's
yes.
actually a dress,
Yeah.
Natalie. It goes all the way, and I love it too. And do you know I loved it so much I put it in 2 colours, orange and yellow. Do you do that when you've got it? Anyway. Janet says, she's reading something great. We're on to the topic that we should be on. She's reading Greg Barron, Whistler's Bones. Gail's reading The Forgotten Sister, and it's excellent. Bianca, I only have 8 on my bedside table. I mean, what is going on?
Yeah.
And about 200 on my Kindle, so hit me up, Cheryl. I'm going to by the end of this. Well, the first one for you, I think, Bianca, and you've probably already seen it, is that one. And I've got the next one coming up is for you. Laura, first time here. Hi, Laura. Welcome.
Yay.
Karen says hello. Lola says hello. I love that name, Lola.
Yes.
Monica is reading The Hope Flower by Joy Detman. Nice. Reading Bright Burning Things. Love it. Louise. Yeah, lovely. Sally Ann is reading 21st Birthday by James Patterson. Tracy is reading Shimmering Skies by our very good friend Trent Dalton. Now I've lost my spot. So I'm just going to talk about this before. There we go. Born Into This. This is a collection of short story by Adam Thompson. This is one for you, Bianca. It is amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
I recorded a podcast with him and I was totally besotted. I think Adam, I don't know, late 30s, early 40s. It's the first time that he's had anything published. And I asked him why it's taken him so long to write something. And he said, Cheryl, I've been telling stories all my life. I mean, it's just beautiful story. Now he's going to be doing right here in the office. He's coming in Friday the 30th at 12 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, and he's going to be talking to you directly from here. So if you're around, please join him, ask questions. I think it's going to be a super event. That's Born Into This by Adam
I
Thompson.
loved it. Gave it to my sons, actually.
Right, there we go. You go next while I find where I am.
Those Hamilton sisters
you have loved this. She has been in my ear about this book all week.
Yeah, it's probably one of my favourites of the year. I'm moving to tropical far north Queensland, Cheryl, just so you know, because I want to be up there with the heat, the humidity. I love it. And this is such a great story about 3 sisters who their mother left town in far north Queensland in a scandal and went to the city down south, and then after her death her 3 daughters returned back to that small town. And it is a really, really great read, and it's Avril Kenny's debut novel. So we're going to be seeing a lot more of her.
Gorgeous cover.
Yeah. It's really, I loved it. I loved this one.
So Bianca's saying, I love Amanda Gorman. I may have wept. Shh, don't tell anyone. Well, I think I was. And every time I pick it up, I weep. Really beautiful book. And I think it's a book that you need to buy and have all your life. I really do, because it was such a moment. Natalie, I bought Tea and Honesty by Jules Sebastian this week. Okay. Beth, finally reading A Column of Fire, the 3rd in the Pillars of the Earth series. That's Ken Follett, isn't it?
Yeah.
Amanda, non-fiction, File Up, a story of Australia's greatest ever racehorse. Absolutely. Carolyn says, hello, Cheryl and Jane. Hi. Daphne says, No One Gets Out Alive. That's what she's reading by Jim Morrison, a biography. Amanda is currently reading You Love Me by Carolyn Kepnes, 3rd book in the series. Wonderful. And I have also watched them on Netflix, or watched the first 2 series on Netflix. Cassie just started reading The Survivors by Jane Harper. Wonderful. I mean, she is such a great writer. And, I saw the movie The Dry and I loved it as well.
Yes. Yeah.
Amanda, this is exciting. Her podcast would be amazing. Yes, I am going to record a podcast with Amanda Gorman. I'm sure that's what you're referring to, and wouldn't it just be the greatest privilege? Laura just finished Homestretch by Graham Norton, just started The Art of Hiding by Amanda Prowse. Tanya, Tiny White Lies by Fiona Palmer, who we love. Susan, I'm reading Those Hamilton Sisters. Oh, fantastic.
Good, let us know what you think.
Are you loving it
as
much as Jane is?
Yeah.
Judy, I'm reading A Roommate of Leaves by Kate Grenville. Wonderful. And she was also shortlisted for the Arbies, wasn't she? In the literary fiction category. Now, listen, it's not too late. If you want to buy tickets to the RBS, it's next Wednesday night. Is that right? Yep. Next Wednesday night. And it's at Carriage Works if you're in Sydney, and we're going to be there. Jane,
go onto our site.
And we're going to frock up, actually.
Yeah, we are.
We are going to frock up. We're going to have fun, and we're going to drink lots of champagne.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so come and see us early in the night, later in the night, just in case. Okay, Judy, I'm ready. Oh, we've said that. Carolyn, that was a great event with Fiona Lowe. It was such a wonderful event, and thank you for all of those that join us. Bianca, she's reading Clara and the Sun by Ishiguro, and just finished and loved The Wife and the Widow by Christian White. Isn't he a great writer? Yeah. Wonderful. I knew you'd like that too. Terry Lee just started Theft, a love story by Penny Carey. Wonderful. Donna loves books. She's reading The Crossing by Michael Radburn.
Great.
Kerry's reading Shuggy Bain. G'day, Kane says, just finished Other People's Houses, not bad.
Yeah.
By Kelly Hawkins. Trying The Terminal List now by Jack Carr.
Great.
Thanks, Kane, and welcome. Nalima is currently listening to As Swallows Fly by L.P. McMahon and reading The Chase by Candace Fox.
Yeah.
Speaking of listening, Stan Grant. Now, I can't remember if I spoke about this last week, but I did record a podcast with Stan Grant. And can I just tell you, I totally loved it. So then I realized that he has read the audiobook as well. So what do you think I'm doing now?
Yeah.
Guess.
Yeah.
Every single morning in the park with my dog, Stan Grant is talking to me, and I am loving it. It's With the Falling of the Dusk. I mean, he is this is non-fiction.
I'm going to download it, while I'm cooking.
Yeah.
Because that'll help me do something I really, really hate. He can talk me through it.
Yeah. So, Stan also said that he listens to our podcast. I think I might have said that last week, but I can say it twice.
Yeah.
Either way, we loved it. I love him. I love him in my ear. It's almost as lovely as listening to Barack Obama.
Yeah, he's got a similar sort of tone.
Hasn't he just? Really beautifully spoken. Anyway, so that's out in audio now. It's out in print, and you can listen to our podcast.
The audio I'm reading is this one. We've raved about this, and his podcast has just come out, Rick Morton, My Year of Living Vulnerably, and I loved this book so much I've downloaded it. So,
you have? Yeah. And he reads it, right?
And yes, and the conversation that you had with him, which has just been released, like if you've read this, you must listen to that conversation.
I was so inspired by him. I loved it. Lee is she's read The Lady and the Gun Asks the Questions by Kerry Greenwood. Currently reading The Last Reunion by Kate Nunn. Oh yes, lovely. We've been talking about that book, haven't we? Linda's reading Before You Knew My Name by Jacqueline Bulbitz as a better reading preview. Fantastic, Linda. You seem to get a few. Good on you. Remember, preview. If you want preview, subscribe to our newsletter. You can register, and we've got a number generator, and Linda's obviously lucky because she's come up with a number generator a couple of times, but it is completely random, the selection. And we love the reviews, and everybody sends them back, and it's wonderful. Gail said that Shuggy Bain was terrific. Wynne is reading The Soul of a Woman.
Oh, good.
Yeah, by Isabella Lundy. Now, my podcast with her, she was wonderful. Listen to it. It's really lovely. Donna, I've read Sisters of Freedom and found it a lovely book.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Right. Jane, hi ladies, love Thursdays. We love Thursdays too, Jane. Killing Me Softly by Nikki French is what she's reading. Karen, love Marianne's books. Marianne O'Connor, you do. I'm reading Moonflower Murders by Anthony Horowitz. Fabulous. Cassie, All We Have is Now is a beautifully sad book.
It really is. She really reaches into herself as a writer with that one. Yeah.
Okay. Nalima just won the first book from Kelly's Facebook Live session. Fantastic.
Right.
Congratulations. Linda loved Sisters of Freedom by Marianne O'Connor, and Janine loved All We Have Is Now. Such a lovely read. What else have we got? Joy Bell. Hi, Joy Bell. We are driving to Brisbane, and I'm reading the Hamilton Sisters. Cool. I knew you were driving because I think I read that last night, that you were on the road. Be safe. And let us know. I hope you're not actually driving and watching Facebook Live. Alyssa, she wants to go on a wellness retreat with me. Okay, I'm not good at it, Alyssa. But if you want to give it a go, do you know what? I would do it if there's coffee and if there's wine. I'll go on a wellness retreat. So if you find somewhere, Alyssa, you let me know and I'm in.
Yeah, and no early morning yoga or
no exercise or anything.
No exercise. No. Reading.
Yes, just a retreat of reading.
Reading with wine.
Okay.
Yeah, basically your normal weekend.
Am I
do that one.
Do this one? I'm going to do this one because this is beautiful. Love Objects by Emily Mcguire. Wow, gorgeous. Have you read it yet, Bianca? I know it's a recommendation and I can't remember whether you've read it or not. I just love this girl, this writer, Emily. She's wonderful. You know, I do Pilates with her on Friday, but she is such an
It would be awkward if you didn't, wouldn't it?
It would really be awkward.
You'd have to change Pilates class.
If I didn't like her as a writer. Do you know, I like her as a writer, and this book is beautiful, and it's a beautiful object, is what I meant to say, so beautifully produced. But she's also a beautiful person, and I really enjoy being with her. But anyway, this is her new book. It's out now. Everyone is talking about it.
Yeah.
And I think that's going to win a few awards.
I think it was one of Jasmine's favourite books of the last 12 months.
It was, yes. So Jasmine in our office,
Early Morning Riser by Katherine Heine. I love this because it's got a Jane as the protagonist. Jane falls in love with Duncan. But so has the rest of the city because Duncan's done the rounds, you know. This is actually
beautiful cover.
Really tender, very witty love story, very modern tale, actually. Early Morning Riser by Katherine Heine. Yeah.
Now, Janine says, I'm reading Love Objects by Emily Mcguire, and it's fabulous.
Yeah.
Thank you, Janine. Laura, it's an old one, but I've just finished reading 5 People You Meet in Heaven by Mitchell.
Okay.
Yeah. Absolutely. Hey, you know what, Laura?
Here we go.
It's new. It's new until you've read it.
That's right.
Okay. Lola's reading Di Morrissey, Arcadia. Henry, looking for inspiration. Henry, you've come to the right place.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so much inspiration. And if you're new to us, Henry, and for all those that are new to us today, because I've seen a few names that I haven't seen, after this segment, we post a stack of the books so that you can see what's there. So don't worry about writing them down and trying to keep up with that. We'll do that work for you. Okay, Karen, she's reading Catch Us the Foxes. Interesting so far. Another Karen Murphy, I finished The Chase. Oh, Candace Fox, we love her on Tuesday. And now The Four Winds by Kristen Hanna. Donna, good afternoon. I'm reading Diana, Her True Story by Andrew Morton. Well, that's very timely, isn't it? Yeah. Linda says Born Into This was fabulous. It was a fabulous read.
Yeah, it was.
Bianca says I like short stories, so I'll add it to my list. And that was Thompson, Adam Thompson's book. Yeah. Tracy, I highly recommend The Boy from Mish by Gary Lowensborough. Henry, looking for inspiration. Great. I think we've already done that, or
maybe
that's fabulous. Okay, maybe we have. So you go.
Yeah. So we did talk about this one, but I'm going to give it another shout out because it's delicious. Josephine Moon, the Jam Queens, always has a theme of food running through it. Great female characters. But this particular one is also, as we've discovered, for train lovers. And it's set on the Ghan, and a family of, a group of women go to celebrate the 70th birthday of the matriarch. And it is just all the secrets and the baggage that they take on that train. But it's a great read. And we've discovered that we're both obsessed with train travel.
Yeah, and we're trying to get onto the Ghan.
Yeah.
We are. We're trying to get onto the Ghan. Joy Bell says she's just finished the Jam Queen. She loved it. Alita's reading The Jigsaw Man. It's hard to put down. Linda will be starting those Hamilton sisters. Gail loved those Hamilton. Those loved the setting in the Hamilton sisters.
So did I. Yes. I just loved it.
Janet, please stop recommending books. Have hundreds here already to read. Janet, we can't. We've tried, but we can't. Yeah. We are here to stay. Alita's got some tips for Henri Canane, all the Jane Harper books. and all the books that we're talking about here. Margie's reading Welcome to Nowhere River by Meg Bignell, and it's a delight. It's been a really popular one.
Yeah, it's a great read.
Christine is also reading Jam Queen. Natalie agrees with Stan about Barack Obama. She said he has a charismatic voice. She does agree with that, and demeanour, but if you do a deep dive into his 8 years of presidency, he was actually very ineffective. Okay, I'm not sure whether I agree with you, Natalie, or not.
Oh, well, that's exactly what Stan's saying.
That is what Stan's saying, but it's not what I'm saying. But, hey, let's have a conversation. You know I like to talk politics. Okay, Janine just started my copy of We Are Not Men. Amazing so far. Thanks for the proof copy. Better reading. Oh, Bianca finished it in 2 days. I reckon she's talking about Love Objects. Finished it I knew you would love it. Yes, you did. You told me you did. Okay, Linda, another Linda, The Starless Linda Fisher, The Starless Sea by Erin Morgenstern. I rarely give up on a book, but just can't read this. Oh, okay, what a shame. What have we got? Have we got any more? We're just about finished. Do you want to help me out here? Why don't you take Nicola Moriarty?
Yeah.
And I'll do Nikki French.
I mean, everyone loves Nicola Moriarty here. So You Need to Know is the latest of her novels, and the last one was The Ex. And it's a domestic drama about family secrets, lies and relationships. And, she knows how to plot something out, and it's a real page turner. Yeah.
Okay, Nerida just finished Girl A by Abigail Dean. It's a disturbing book. Linda, I've just finished and loved the funny thing about Norman Foreman. She's going to be doing a Facebook Live with us.
She is on the 5th.
On the 5th of May. Yeah. Henrietta is her name? Julietta, sorry.
Yeah. Henderson, yeah.
Julietta
But
Henderson.
We're going to call her Henrietta.
Yes, we're going to merge the 2 names, right? Tracy, I really enjoyed the Jam Queens. I mean, that's been so popular. Laura, I have also found a fantastic poetry book, beautiful poetry and guidance of what makes a good poem. Oh, lovely. Thank you. Working Class Boy, Alona's reading by Jimmy Barnes. This month's book club book. It's a great book. Natalie, where do you put the compiled list from here, please? We do a post. We photograph them, and they're on Facebook, and we post the list on Facebook. Okay, so that's where they are, and you'll find it. All right, it's Poems for Pleasure by A.F. Scott. That's what she's reading. What else have we got? We're going to finish up soon, but Meredith just got Nicola's book. Hi, Cheryl and Jane. This is Karen. Previewing We Were Not Men.
Great. Yes. Can't wait to hear what everyone thinks of that one.
Yes. Natalie, my son did politics in VCE last year for year 11 and 12, so would have loved to chat with us, constantly talking Australian and global politics. Lovely. Okay, well, I think is that it? No, we're going to just hold up the Jackie French. Last one. 5th, last one for us, but also last one in the instalment, Jackie French.
So there's some of the others from
5th
the
and
series.
Final instalment in the Miss Lily series, a story of espionage, hope, and a story of sense of courage. Richly imagined, and the perfect conclusion. I think she's a brilliant writer. She writes for children and adults. Yeah. Gorgeous cover. I spoke with her once. I recorded a podcast a little while ago now, and I just love talking with her. So that's it for now. See you later, guys.
We've also actually got Kanina May joining us.
Oh, hi, Kanina. Hi. Do you want to hold up Kanina?
Her book. We loved it. It was a great read.
So there you go. All right, we've got to go. Thank you, everybody. See you next week.